What's up guys, welcome back to Hytale, welcome back on their website because apparently they got a brand new blog posted. Well, truth be told, it was posted like a month ago, but still I haven't checked it out yet, and this is gonna be a first impression over whatever they've put in this post right here. Summer 2021 development update. Hello, I think I should probably click on it. Is it long? Oh my god, it's pretty huge. As it would be expected, they took like a half a year break, right? So the previous post was posted on December 10th, basically half a year. Anyway, let's see, what is this about? Hello everyone, they say in today's post we're gonna provide an update on the progress we've made in the last 6 months, there you go. Explain how our plans for Hytale have evolved, maybe we're gonna, fingers crossed, maybe they're gonna hint towards a launch date. Anyway, and take a look at some new and updated aspects of the game, including weapon-specific combat styles, character customization, and AI. Right, I'm gonna read the text without many interruptions, if you don't feel like reading it, but otherwise this is also gonna be linked in the video description down below this blog post. So they say, the first half of 2021 has been a period of significant change both for Hytale and for Hypixel Studios. We've continued to recruit new team members whose talents and unique perspectives have expanded our sense of what Hytale can be. We've changed the way we work, steadily moving away from the exploratory approach. Okay, interesting. That has defined the project's first few years towards more efficient, targeted production milestones. Alright, more info on that, hopefully. At the same time, our design for Hytale has been evolving. Some parts of the game have undergone radical change, while in other areas we've expanded on established groundwork. Right. Oh, see, nice picture of a fat bunny. Look at how huge this bunny is. Pretty huge. The core of all this is a commitment to creating the best game we possibly can, to making a contribution to the genre that surprises and delights players, while empowering creators for many years to come. It kind of feels like a presidential discourse at this point. Look at that. Our plan for Hytale, they say, is ambitious, and we're very fortunate to be in a position where we have the time, people, and resources that we need to get it right. However, getting it right involves a ton of experimentation, iteration, and change. You know what? It's a little bit faint, this text. I will leave it to you to enjoy it, but honestly, it's just filler, honestly. If you feel me. Even so, we know that half a year is a long time. Yeah, it is. Heck yeah. Any updates, dudes? The reason that answers have not been more forthcoming this year is because until recently we did not have them. Okay. We've spent this time considering many possible approaches to launch. Look at that. Keyword right there. Factoring in many different perspectives, doing a ton of research and developing a better understanding of what we need to do in order to meet our goals. And a cute little picture with a tower being in the forefront there, in focus. Interesting. Appears to be an icy biome. I'm hoping for some update-related text to pop up shortly. Let's see, maybe this is the lucky one. What has become increasingly apparent is that we have several more years of work ahead of us. Ouch. Well, at least they're honest, right? At least they're honest. Before Hytale is ready to launch. So it's gonna be a while. Long story short, it is gonna be a while. We don't want to provide another estimated launch window that turns out to be incorrect. However, we no longer expect to be ready to launch Hytale before 2023 at the earliest. And it could very well take longer. This is interesting. So the first interesting piece of information right here. No sooner than 2023. It was kind of to be expected in a way. Many people had no expectation of Hytale coming in 2021 either way. So, there are two key considerations driving this assessment. The first is that our capabilities as a studio have significantly improved, and the scope of what we can do has expanded. Oh, scope creep. Put simply, they say we're better at making games than we used to be, but taking full advantage of this takes time. Right. The second consideration is the need to develop Hytale in a way that allows us to bring it to multiple platforms as rapidly as possible. It's always been our goal to eventually release Hytale on mobile and consoles as well as PC. Yeah, okay, so multi-platform plans, right? To sum it up, we think it's enormously important to avoid this, as in splitting the community across devices. So they're hinting at a cross-platform play sort of scenario. Gotcha. Alright, and we get to see another picture of a... what is that? Some sort of a... bovine. Bovine, a bovine of sorts. Right. Let's see what's next. Arriving at this decision has been a challenging process. None of us expected this to be such a long project, right? And we're aware that this approach brings its own risks and costs. Obviously, it does. We're mindful of the dangers of scope creep, there you go, and we're working to ensure that we proceed with a strong sense of what done means. They continue saying, we also know that prolonged development is going to be unwelcome news for the Hytale community, that's for sure. We stated back in December that we didn't believe it was fair to allow anticipation to remain at fever pitch. That's why they kinda took a backseat regarding blog posts. However, we're aware that reduced communication over the last 6 months has allowed speculation to bubble back up again, and that news of a longer wait is likely to be a shock to many. It was a shock to me seeing the year itself typed in, right, like that, 2023, it's gonna be, we're in 2021, right? Yeah, it's gonna be, it's gonna be a while. Even so, we strongly believe that the choice to spend longer in development will serve our community best in the long run. I'm not a game developer. You know what, I should probably keep the comments to myself. I disagree with that, but they are likely to know better than me. They are definitely likely to have more intel than me. Anyway, it's worth reiterating that we won't release Hytale as a surprise. Yeah, okay. When we're on the final approach to launch, we'll let everybody know in plenty of time. There will undoubtedly be new job listings, there you go, updates to our website and changes to our back-end systems in the, yeah, you know what, okay, sure, cool stuff. That's another cool picture with a sunset, I assume, and a cowboy-like figure, I guess, sitting next to a fireplace and a random horse. Cool, western-like image. Let's see what follows. Another consequence of this approach is that weekly screenshots are no longer a viable way for us to update the community, so less images, I suppose. The major technical changes that we're making will mean that for a time you'll be more complicated to produce screenshots and clips that accurately reflect the experience that players will have when Hytale launches. We're also looking at longer production processes, and we want to make sure that Hytale has some surprises left in store when players get their hands on it. Sorry for reading this, sorry for butchering this text. Right, okay, makes perfect sense so far. However, as has already been said, our need for privacy over the last 6 months has been driven by the tough decisions that we need to make. Now that the decisions are made and our broader plans announced, it's possible for us to open up a little bit more and be more engaged with the community. It's good news, actually. Yeah, I mean, I don't want to see another 6 months of, well, nothingness, 6 months of no progress whatsoever. I wish to see updates, no matter how large they are, and I expect them to be rather tiny, without screenshots, as far as I just learned. Anyway, in that regard, you can expect our approach to communication to change. We'll post fewer, more substantial official updates interspersed with increased engagement from the team as we go about the day-to-day working of building Hytale. Ooh, pretty trees. Alright, this has been... oh, look at that, what is this? Oh, so here the updates start, right. You know what, let me skip on, let's skip on that and see... what is this? Expanded character personalization. That dude looks like Hellboy. Interesting. So the... oh, it's a clip, we're gonna play it in a second. The personalization of your player character is a central theme of Hytale, they say. We are making a game that offers a lot of different ways to play, from solo to co-op, adventure to minigames and to other social activities. Your character is at the heart of all of these, a living expression of your choices, experiences and achievements. We want to ensure that players feel unconstrained in their creativity and self-expression, and that has meant taking a new approach to the player character. Who they are, what they can be and how they fit into the world of Hytale. Click No sound, but I see some horns on this fellow, so different variants of horns you can add, different types of ears, like elf ears, nicely shaded. I like the shading art on this, right? So you can add horns and ears. Amongst plenty other stuff, I would assume. They continue saying, our player characters are avatars, the powerful, playful and protean denizens, I don't know what this means, of a boundless realm known as the Alterverse. Drawn to Orbis by a mysterious cosmic event, many avatars find themselves adopting forms influenced by this emergent world. However, other manifest unique forms inspired by the infinite diversity of the wider Outerverse, and all avatars are free to adjust their appearance as the mood strikes them. Definitely sounds nice as an idea alone. You are free to mix and match basic. Okay, yeah, we definitely get the point of that. And another cute picture with a guy or girl. I can't. This guy is Kurt. Could be both. We're in 2021 after all, holding a torch and exploring some nearby riverbank, some riverbank, just that. Interesting. Finally, regarding this, they say the name Avatar captures the double role that every player characters fulfill. Right, both as a character in a high fantasy adventure story and as an expression of their player's online identity. It's pretty much the same idea, right? We get it. Oh, alright, but what we have here, something regarding combat, right? A new approach to combat, they say, and this is a pretty dynamic image. I see two fellows having both armors, both wearing armors, and they seem to be engaged in a combat of sorts. I think the guy with glasses, with goggles, is that a sword after it just hit something, and those could be sparks? I can't really tell. And the other guy seems to be holding a mace here, the blurred weapon. Interesting. So what's up with this? We've begun completely rebuilding Hytale's combat system over the course of the last year, prototyping and testing several revisions before adopting our current approach. Interesting. So what's up? At the heart of these changes are the weapons that each avatar carries. Which weapons you carry forms the cornerstone of your combat playstyle, providing you with a set of abilities specific to the weapon type. Interesting. We want to make sure that weapons feel distinct from one another, offering more than simple changes to attack speed or damage. Alongside these changes, we've also overhauled the audio, obviously, and VFX for combat to emphasize the power of each blow. The UI is also undergoing significant changes to support the brand new combat system, including a dedicated UI element for new features like stamina, blocking, and signature moves. More on that on future blog posts probably. We're not ready to share these changes just yet, which is why we've disabled the UI in the clips below. Let's take a look at the examples. Okay, ooh, another clip. Play. Right, so I've refrained from speaking over it since it had sound effects, which they're pretty nice. I'm wondering, is this the so this is a third-person perspective, right? Is this a feature? Could you play like that possibly, instead of just having your characters feel like Minecraft? I don't know, probably. This is interesting. So our hero jumps, strikes some brain dead enemies. Look at that, that was a charged attack. Another one keeps jumping around, wasting stamina and attacking. This is a wall spin, I think it's called, a spinny attack at the end there. This right here, interesting. Okay, definitely looks good, but 2023, I guess, that's the earliest I'll get to experience this. And here's a description of this. In this clip, we run through a fundamental moveset of the one-handed sword, right? Basic attacks take the form of a 3-hit combo, striking from the right and left, followed by a overhead chop. The sword's special attack is a charged lunge, we've seen it earlier, which incorporates a short dash and applies knockback to the target. The sword, I was trying to read it in advance, but I'm also gonna be covering this. The sword's signature move, which is charged by landing blows and blocking incoming strikes, is a dramatic spin. So the last attack there, so a dramatic spin followed by another powerful lunge. This does damage in an area while rewarding good positioning with the ability to deal sudden damage to a key foe. Okay, so this definitely looks pretty good. Oh, PvP, what? In PvP, sword and shield users are difficult to pin down and overwhelm. They can achieve surprising mobility with their charged lunge, okay, and can control the pace of a fight with their shield. However, baiting out unnecessary blocks and outlasting their stamina leaves them vulnerable to, vulnerable and reduces their ability to flee, okay. Is there gonna be an example of that? Nice. Damn, well that definitely felt satisfying. This is likely to be a mace, and look at the that guy got dropped. Funny stuff. Interesting. Yeah, here's a different weapon. Let's say the mace, and I guess you can go over the description yourself. I like the mace more over the one-handed sword. Feels more engaging. Feels more not engaging per se, but more fun for sure. Oh, excuse that. That was my phone. Next, and likely to be the final. No, it's not the final. Okay. Next we have AI advancements, they say, and I guess we see here a picture with some mine shafts, I suppose, with our hero holding a torch, soon to come face to face with a random zombie there. Interesting. So what do they say? In the last 6 months, the team has made substantial additions to Hytale model AI system in order to add depth, interest, I guess, and variety to PvE combat. The new system, which we've been calling the Combat Action Evaluator, allows NPCs to make smarter decisions about targets, weapons, and approaches to battle. Okay, all sounds good. So I guess AI improvement are also to be seen. And another clip, play it. Wow, okay. Nice. So who was the player and who was the AI? Oh. The human defeated the AI. Nice. This definitely feels very dynamic. I like it a lot. RIP. I definitely like it a lot. It looks very nice. Our goal, they continue saying, wasn't necessarily to create an AI that could perfectly mimic a player, but we've gotten closer than we expected. This dueling AI has proved useful for testing new weapon designs, and it's claimed its fair share of victories against some of the better PvPers on the team. Definitely looks impressive considering this is an AI. Look at it waiting. I mean, that's actually a bit more common to AI to just sit around and wait. But still nice, very engaging for sure. And finally, they say, we know that this has been a long post. It's been for sure, I think it's over 20 minutes of my rambling here, with a lot of new information to digest, and we want to reiterate how grateful we are for the passion and enthusiasm of the Hytale community. Okay, we'll leave you with some music from Hytale. How cute of you. Right, well, there you go. It's a big post indeed. It doesn't share that much compared to the scale of it. Probably the most important information here, other than they'll definitely keep working on the game and continue making interesting advancements. The date of 2023 has been forwarded, and this is the soonest we can expect, I guess, to play Hytale. So until then, I'm just gonna continue covering random posts, and random news that come my way. So that's it. This is definitely gonna be it for today. Thank you so much for watching. Link for this blog post can be found in the video description. I will definitely see you on the next one. Thank you very much for watching this video. Remember to like it if you enjoyed it, dislike it if you did not, and don't forget to leave a comment saying, well, anything that crosses your mind. This will help the channel greatly. I'll see you on the next one.